Free America, there's shooting every day. The gunman held a rifle to his face and opened fire. The police officer was tripped and fell to the ground while retreating. At about 10:07 p.m. on March 8, 2024, the Hamilton Police Department in New Jersey received a domestic disturbance call, and the suspect was later identified. He was identified as 44-year-old Vincent Correa. 3 minutes later, Officer Derek Fiabane and Officer Paul Pipermari arrived at the scene. This is Officer Paul's law enforcement record. The woman who called the police was standing at the corner of the ceremony, waiting at the door for the police to arrive. I don't really quite understand what he's upset about, but it's a little bit out of control. He does have a lot of guns in the basement. He's a hunter. Things like this, he's not hit me specifically right, but I'm not able to reach him and don't really understand what happened. The woman told the police that her husband was drunk and his behavior was a little out of control. Even as a wife, she didn't dare to approach him. He was still playing with the used gun. He was worried that something was out of control, so she called for help, and police was called. After the officers learned about the situation, they tried to go in and talk to Vincent. Officers called name Vincent. Yeah, you okay? Yeah, all right, we just want to hang out here with your partner, the dog. Where is he right now? He's probably in the basement. It's one I can lead you through. It's not too bad, the situation I got you in. The woman just finished saying that the situation is not that bad, and Vincent walked out of the basement, holding a rifle. He also had a pistol on his waist, in a proper fighting posture, and then he quickly executed the Castle Act. After the police officer Paul fired a shot, Derek, who had a tactical pistol, took a shot and lay down straight away. There was no sound here due to the radio clapping on the ground. When Paul adjusted the gun, Vincent had been clearly and peacefully asleep by his partner's delicious food and arrangements. Let's look at Officer Derek's perspective again. Said the office, where are you? What are you doing? He's probably in the basement. If you want to lead you through, said the woman, it's not like a bad situation. When Vincent shot, the two police officers immediately hid behind the wall and drew their guns at the speed of light, but they stood still. Officer Derek, who was behind, was tripped while retreating and had to fight with Vincent. Fortunately, Derek was skilled enough. Even though his own pistol was knocked off, he shot Vincent dead before the pistol fell. This was the first time the bullet holes left in the wall when Vincent's rifle was fired. Although Vincent was no longer moving at this time, Officer Paul ordered Vincent to throw away the rifle many times. Where the gun? Where the gun? And Derek, the officer, slowly picked up the pistol and shot Vincent twice. We later learned that even though Vincent was not responding properly as pass, the police and emergency medical personnel at the scene still treated him. Emergency services, 10:38 p.m. Vincent was pronounced dead at the scene. Forensic examination determined that Vincent suffered fatal injuries to his head and chest. Police recovered a rifle and a pistol at the scene. After investigation, Vincent, 44, did not commit any serious crimes. His family described Vincent as a loving family man who had two children, Noel, 19, and Jordan, 14, who spent a lot of time with fishing and hunting with friends. People around him said he was an easygoing person. Afterwards, Vincent's family launched a fundraiser for this purpose. So far, $10,000 has been raised. In this case, Officer Paul was grazed by a bullet and was not seriously injured. He graduated from the Inc. County Police Academy in July 2019 and then joined the Hamilton Zone. He has 5 years of law enforcement experience. His partner Derek is a veteran with at least 10 years of law enforcement experience. He was discharged from the hospital after a week of heavy lifting on his hip and left arm. They were discharged from the hospital and are currently recovering at home. Both police officers were placed on paid administrative leave following the incident.